What's happening, everybody? Indianimal J here. Uh, it's terrible that I even have to make this video. Um, it's sad. Um, I would say everybody knows, but the news really hasn't even been making a big deal out of this. If you haven't heard, a 5-year-old boy named Cannon Hennett was murdered Sunday by 25-year-old Darius Sessions. It was in North Carolina. Apparently, the guy that did it was a black male, 25 years old, and he just walked up to a 5-year-old little boy on his bike and shot him in his head. We're not going to get into gruesome details, but what's wrong with people, man? I mean, it's after it happened, he just got in his car and left. He was arrested the next day. Like I said, this happened Sunday, which was 6 days ago, and we're just now starting to hear about this. Why has the media not? Why is that not the number one story? I mean, anybody that knows me knows I have a big soft spot in my heart for children and animals, and I think I'm gonna have to start doing more stuff, just exposing, stuff going on with children, with these pedophile rings and stuff like this. It just, you know, I think right now, the main focus, should be switched over to children's lives matters, and you know, before I even get into this, people are going to be like, "Oh, he's racist, rah rah rah." Well, go through and watch my videos. I made a video about the George Floyd situation, how horrible that was. I made a video. I've got a couple of videos on police brutality, and they just happened to be on black men. Um, but it's across the board, and the reason I'm kind of putting these two instances hand in hand is, you know, uh, a lot of people are making this racial, obviously, because it's a white man and a white child. Um, Me personally, I don't know if it was a racial incident. I've heard that it was over the kid riding his bicycle in the dude's grass. Like, I mean, I haven't read anything about the guy being mentally ill. It said actually he was having a beer with the child's father in dinner the night before. So, um, like I said, I don't know, but yeah, people are making this a racial incident. Well, here's the thing, people in general. Um, if it was a racial incident, and you know, I've seen Facebook posts where people are saying, "Oh yeah, he blew his little white privileged brains out." Like, man, put me in a room with whoever said that for 5 minutes, please. Like, could you be any more heartless? It doesn't make sense to me. And then we got people. Well, it's different because he wasn't a cop. Okay. Police brutality with the police is a huge deal, but please don't think it's a one way street where it's just white police on killing black men or rah rah rah. Here's the statistics right now from 2019 police shootings. Okay, 235 black men were killed by police. 14 of them were unarmed. So 235, 14 of them were unarmed, which is 16, almost 17%. And then 370 white male, and 25 of them were unarmed. So let's see, they killed 135 more white people than black people. All right, let that sink in. And it's about the same percent. 25 of those white men were unarmed. Okay, which is about 15%. So it's off maybe like 2%. Um, but when do we hear about the 25 white people that were unarmed? When's the media gonna put that out there? They're not. But the 14 unarmed black men, please believe they're putting that out there. Like I said, the George Floyd thing, you know, my opinion on it, it may have changed a little bit since I've seen the body cam footage. There was no putting that dude in the car. He was falling down. He was definitely on all kind of drugs and rah rah rah. That doesn't make it okay for the police to kill him. It doesn't make it okay ever. Obviously, unless their life's in danger. So, if you're an unarmed white male, you're almost twice as likely to get killed as an unarmed black male. If you're an unarmed white male, correct? And like I said, also, and the thing, it's about 150% more white people were killed than blacks, but at the same time, almost double of them were unarmed. So, you know, the statistics show right there. It's not just a black thing. It's not a majority just black thing. It's more whites are killed by the police every year. You can go back and look. There's roughly 1,000 people killed by police every year, and there's always more whites. And people are going to say, well, the population of the U.S. is less black, than white. Well, that's true, but also go look at the crime rates. And I'm not justifying this by any means. I'm just saying, like the Black Lives Matter. Don't get me wrong, Black Lives Matter, Mexican lives matter, all lives matter, 100%. But the Black Lives Matter movement itself, they're a bunch of pieces of shit. And here, I'm going to give you my reasoning why. I'm not just going to say because I think so. And what made me think that is the 10 demands to white people from Black Lives Matter. Number 1, white people, if you don't have any descendants, will your property to a black or brown family, preferably one that lives in generational poverty. 2, white people, if you're inheriting property you intend to sell upon acceptance, give it to a black or brown family. You're bound to make that money back in some other white privileged way. 3, if you're a developer or realty owner of a multi-family housing, build a sustainable complex in a black or brown blighted neighborhood and let black and brown people live in it for free. 4, white people, if you can afford to downsize, give up the home you own. Give up the home you own to a black or brown family, preferably a family from generational poverty. 5, white people, if any of the people you intend to leave your property to are racist assholes, change the will and will your property to a black or brown family, preferably one from generational poverty. 6, white people, rebudget your monthly so you can donate to black funds for land purchasing. 7, white people, especially white women, because this is y'all's specialty. Nosy Jenny and meddling Kathy, get a racist fired. Y'all know what the fuck they be saying. You're complicit when you ignore them. Get your boss fired because they racist too. Backing up number 7. This should be easy for all those sheetless Klan Nazis and other little dick white men will be returning to work. Get their ass fired. Call the police even if they look suspicious. Okay, backing number 8. If any white person at your work or as you enter in spaces and you overhear a white person praising the actions from yesterday, first get a pic, get their name and more info. Hell, find out where they work, get them fired, but certainly address them. And if you need to, you got hands, use them. 10. Commit to 2 things: fighting white supremacy, where and how you can. This doesn't mean taking up knitting unless you're making scarves for black and brown kids in need. Shit. Uh, and funding black and brown people in their work. Run us our land. Hashtag reparations. Hashtag y'all will learn today. Hashtag run us our money. Um, and this is a co-founder and organizer of Black Lives Matter of Louisville. You know, it's a bunch of places you can donate. Not once did it say, hey, if you own a business, offer a black or brown person a job, it's gimme, gimme, gimme. So how do I have any respect for them? I don't. On top of that, you know, these people that got generational money, and it's not just white people with generational money, it's black people too. You know, they got that money from, you know, someone down the line busting their ass. And whose dream isn't it to make sure that their family and their children and their children's children can be straight? You know, if you busted your ass and you can achieve all that, why would you give it away to somebody that, you know, they obviously didn't say anything about working? And I'm not talking about black people in general, so shut the fuck up, whoever's going to say it. I'm talking about the Black Lives Matters movement. It's trash. All that Hollywood sign shit, all that shit needs to be repainted with children's lives matter or kill all pedophiles or something to that nature. Because, you know, these people got one foot in history in the past with the reparations and you know, one foot in the future with what we gave to them. You know, somebody told me one time, if you got one foot in yesterday and another foot on tomorrow, you're pissing all over today, which is exactly what's going on. Um, like I said, just you know, reading that off. If you can still agree with Black Lives Matter after hearing those demands, not what they're asking of, those 10 demands of white people, then I don't know. Unsubscribe from my channel if you're subscribed. Hit the dislike if you agree with that, because it's just plain ignorance. But as far as that little boy shot, man, may he rest in peace. Horrible, horrible situation. Um, dude's a piece of shit that did it. I've seen arguments. Well, you know, that dude, he's not a spokesman for all black people, or, you know, he doesn't represent all white people. Well, guess what? Uh, the white policeman who killed George Floyd, guess what? He's not a representative to all white people. He's not a spokesperson, anything like that, for all white people. So don't judge all of us off what a couple messed up people do. And, you know, we won't do the same. The police brutality, you know, if it was called, you know, Stop Police Brutality instead of, you know, the NFAC coalition, we're going to shoot ourselves, Grandmaster Flash, whatever the fuck his name is. You know, if it wasn't all that racist shit, they're running up on cars asking for reparations. Come on, man. If it was just about stopping police brutality, I'm on the front lines with you, because I've been a victim to it myself. Um, and yeah, and it's not a black or a white thing. This police brutality, man, it's it's a poverty thing. It's a, you know, it's a if you don't have money, you're screwed. Uh, when you fuck with the law. So I don't know, man. I don't see how you can speak on equality whenever you all your organizations are named, like Black Lives Matter, or how are we supposed to feel a part of that? But if it's stop police brutality, yeah, we can all unite and hold hands and march the front line together, whatever. I'm with it. Uh, but everything, and I'm not one to blame all black people. I blame the idiot that shot the kid, and maybe if somebody put that in his head, then them too. But besides that, I don't blame all black people for that, and I don't see how you could blame all white people for the actions of a few messed up white policemen or whatever. That take that shit to their head. Please believe when they take it to their head, it's not just black people that get beat up. I've had my ass beat on several occasions by the police. I got mug shots to prove it. When their eyes swole, completely shut and rah rah rah. I don't know. But all this making everything about race and all that. That how can things be equal? Shit will never be equal. Whenever you're starting organizations with the name or with the word, black in it. Because if white people start some shit like that with the word white in it, and then we're automatically some racists and some Klansmen and shit like that, and that couldn't be further from the truth. Um, like I said, the people are gonna call me racist. Go watch my video I did on the George Floyd thing. Talk to somebody that knows me, and you'll see that ain't the case. It just pisses me off that everything has to turn to race. Right now the main focus on anything should be about that little boy and his family. I know there is a GoFundMe for the child. I think the link. I think Reaction Rookie has the link to it on his page. So if anybody wants to help that family, that'd be great. But I don't know. Like I said, man, it's all about the children, man. If we're so worried about yesterday, then how are we going to help our children? We're not. And I don't even have kids. I love kids. They're our future. So th- that's what it needs to be about. Okay, I understand black people have been killed by police. So have white people. I don't understand black people have been brutalized by police. So have white people. So I don't know. Just quit making it a race thing, and it won't be a race thing. If you know what I mean. But that's people are making it about race. So yeah, that's what it ends up. So especially white people, and even black people. Man, do you really agree with the shit that was said? That will you houses and give you money? It's not like a fourth grader wrote this shit talking about your little dick white husband and he'll get it back in some other white privileged way. That's so fucking ignorant, man. Like I said, if you agree with that, read a book, something. But I don't know. That's about all I got for this video. Again, my prayers go out to that little boy, his family. If anybody wants to help with that, to donate, their GoFundMe, I think, is posted on Reaction Rookie's page. And it's not his GoFundMe he started. It's, I believe it was the child's aunt that started it. Um, you know, I don't know, man. It's just like, I used to always want to blame everything else. Like, people want to bring up Martin Luther King all the time. What did he say? I had a dream that one day people won't be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Well, it's a very good point. But at the same time, look at the content of people's characters. And I'm talking about me. I used to, what you mean I can't get credit? Oh, this is bullshit because I got tattoos and shit. Oh, no, I guess it was because I hadn't paid a bill in 14 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so look at the content of your character. and then you know, and then wonder why you're being judged. And that goes to black. That goes for black, white, Hispanic, whatever. So don't try to make that a race thing too. But I'm just saying, before everybody wants to pull that card, look at the content of your character, because like I said, it's a poverty, it's a lower class situation. It's not a black white situation. It's the way people act that get them judged. So let that sink in. That's all I got for today. I'm not very good at telling stories, ending stories. I hope I made some good points. Um, and I'm not ignorant. I can have a debate with somebody. If you don't agree with me, comment and talk to me like I got some sense and like you got some sense, and I'll be glad to discuss it with anybody. I'm always up for learning, put myself in other people's shoes. So, like I said, before you start leaving hateful ass, dumbass comments, just look what that makes you look like. If you don't agree and I was wrong about something, let me know, and I'll fix it. Uh, until then, in the end, I'm Jay. I appreciate everybody for watching.